Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Chris, and if you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. But on this channel, what we want to do is we want to help give you the information you need to be able to have the best relationship you can with your dog and achieve those goals that you had when you originally got him. Now in today's video, we're going to talk about 3 things that are important to understand when you're doing the walk or you're walking your dog in public or whatever you want to call it, the heel, command, whatever it might be. There's 3 ways that you can help your dog have a better understanding of what's required of him or expected of him in the moment. And all of this is to be able to make the time that you have with your dog way more enjoyable when you're out walking him. So again, this is my dog Chipper, and he's been trained to do a lot of things, but all of it started with home obedience, the 3 basic commands: the down command, the here command, and the walk. So I'm going to use him today to show you what it looks like when you have a dog that's walking under structure, and then how you can be clear when there's other things that are allowed to do. So the first one, what I want to talk about is when I teach a walk, I teach it through structure, which means that when we're moving and he needs to stay on my left side, it's because we're in parallel. We are walking in the same direction. So what that looks like is really pretty simple, pretty obvious. We just walk. But a lot of people have a problem with, but then what do we do when I want my dog to be able to sniff around or go to the bathroom or whatever it might be? So in that moment, I'll show you, we go from being parallel to perpendicular. Let's go. So say I wanted to potty my dog right now, or there was an area that I knew that he likes sniffing. I can come to a stop, I'll go perpendicular, go potty, come on, go potty. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay perpendicular to my dog. And I can follow him around, go potty. Good boy. And then when it's time to go, let's go. We go right back, come on. We go right back into perpendicular. So it's not really difficult to let your dog know what behavior is accepted or not. And if you'll notice, there was no formal command for that walk. It's just that when I start walking and we're moving, he goes into position, I invite him up, and now we're back into the structure of the walk. Now, when it comes down to somebody wanting to pet your dog, or when it comes down to you wanting to love on them yourselves and you want to make it very black and white, again, just go perpendicular. What's up, buddy? Oh man, this is all acceptable, and I can be as rough with him and play with him as hard as I want, you know, but he knows that it's very black and white. He's not in structure right now. Up. But then when it's time to get back into structure, we just go back into the walk. So for all of those people out there, or for you that struggled with this, hopefully that helps you out. Now 2 is, if you'll notice, when we do come to a stop, we are still technically in the walk command because we're both facing the same direction. Just because I stop doesn't mean that he's free to do what he wants. But I do not put my dog in a sit. Aus. He loves pine cones. But I do not put my dog into a sit command or a down command or anything like that, because when I come to a stop, all he needs to know is that, let's go. All he needs to know is that he has to come to a stop with me, and he can stand, sit, or lay down. But what he's not allowed to do is just go check everything out unless I go perpendicular and I engage him. You see, when I do that, his tail kind of gets going and stuff, and he's waiting and expecting for me to play with him. But when we go into structure of the walk, and I come to a stop, you'll notice that he's not looking to have any of that interaction with me. So now, number 3 is rights. One of the things that people struggle with when it comes down to taking a right with your dog, and I'm going to do some figure 8s so you can see what that looks like, is we want to make sure that when we do the right, we're not dragging our dog. Because dragging a dog, tension on the leash, creates pressure. So we have to be very cognizant of what we're doing with the leash to make things very clear. So if I'm gonna do a left, the dog has to slow down for me to get around him. But when I do a right, the dog has to speed up to get around me to do that right. So what that looks like is this. Let's go. So there's the left, not a problem. Come on, come on, let's go. So if you'll notice, I gave all of the leash to the dog. In the left, I'm normal, come on. But when I do my right, let's go, come on. I give him leash, let's go. Because what happens is, good boy. What happens is when we do a right and we start dragging our dog, see that pressure and tension? That's not fair. So again, when we do our right, let's go, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We invite him up, good boy. Oh man. So hopefully, that's why I don't like him eating pine cones. But hopefully this is able to help you guys out when it comes down to going out with your dog, having that ability to enjoy him. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down in the comment section. Again, our goal is to give you the information you need to be able to have the best relationship for your dog. Thanks again and have a great day. Oh man, oh man. Let's go, you ready?